Okay, we start. So ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Town Solution Services Africa Limited. It is such a pleasure having you with us today, and it is my hope that you and your loved ones are safe and sound. My name is Emanuela Abwa. I will be your host for today, but I am also the founder and CEO of the company. For those who are joining us for the first time today, we are a Pan-African company currently in 14 African countries with the solemn mission of challenging and developing people and businesses to achieve their full potentials. So we do so through a variety of services, which include training, coaching and counseling services, project management, monitoring and evaluation, and translation and interpretation in over 20 international languages. We help you scale up your limits to maximize the opportunities within your ecosystem. So once again, Karibu. Today, we will be talking about strategic leadership during tough times. Going by statistics, COVID-19 might be around for another 2 years or so. So that means that we will have to learn to live with it, and most importantly, ensure business continuity. We know that with challenges comes opportunity, and our speaker for today, Ken Kariuki, will be telling us how we can become strategic leaders and grab those opportunities. Now, before I call Ken to the floor, some basic housekeeping. If you've not yet done so, on the left side of your screen is a mic. Please mute your mic so that we can have a conversation without any type of interruption. On the right side of your screen, there is a chat box. Feel free to put your comments, question, which will be addressed throughout this conversation. Of course, at the end of the session, you will also be given the opportunity to air vocally your questions so that we can make this session quite interactive. So now, without any further ado, allow me to call the man of the hour, Ken Kariuki. So Ken Kariuki is a managing partner and chief strategist at Strategy Consulting Advisory Strategy Lab. He has close to 30 years of strategy development, brand management, and commercial experience, having worked in senior commercial and strategic brand roles at some of the leading consumer goods international. He has had extensive responsibility for sales, market share, and profitability performance of major brands in Kenya and within the East African market. Since 2006, Ken has used his wide experience in brand management, commercial sales, and business strategy to help businesses and nonprofits become more successful in their endeavors. Ken's strength lies in insight generation, strategic thinking, strategic architecture, strategic conceptualization, and development. Please help me in welcoming Ken Kariuki. Ken, good morning.
Good morning, Emanuela. How are you? Was that me you were talking about?
Imagine it was you. I was also surprised.
I couldn't recognize myself.
Unless the information you provided is wrong, but I doubt it. Before I give you the floor, Ken, I want to throw at you one of my favorite quotes by Martin Luther King Jr. when he said, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in the moment of comfort, but where he stands at time of challenge and controversy." Do you agree with that?
I think, Emanuela, of course, Martin Luther King Jr. is one of, if you like, one of the icons of the civil rights movement in the US. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that he was really good at is articulating the need of the hour, mm-hmm. articulating what was most important when it mattered. What I'll be going through today is really about that sort of thing. It is really about what do we do in times of crisis? And therefore, I agree with him.
Absolutely.
And as you see, as I take you through this, you will see why I agree with him.
Okay, then the floor is all yours. Karibu.
Is the floor mine?
It is yours.
Okay, good morning, everybody. I hope you are well. I'll be taking you through strategic leadership during tough times. And I want this to be a conversation where we learn from each other, but also share what our views on what I'm going to be taking you through. So give me a second. So the first question I'd like to ask you is, are you a strategist? Here's a test of your strategic thinking. It's the same one that I give CEOs and managers of corporate companies, especially before starting a project. Imagine yourself as Philip Juma, the CEO of a company called Dakiba Limited. It's a highly successful hardware manufacturing company, established in '98. You are on the verge of an important decision. Your financial year ended in on March 31st, 2020, and your board was extremely excited at the performance. You know, your free cash flows that have been generated are amazing. You've got a pile of money. And what you're thinking is about acquisition of a pre-engineered building solutions company. The stakes are high. It's not an easy decision. There are claims that pre-engineering solutions market is set to grow. And although the company does not have the expertise at this time, it feels that, you know what, these are construction products. So, the learning curve might be a short one. So unfortunately, although the business has done well, the recent COVID-19 outbreak has affected the last 2 months, with revenues down by 30%. The real estate market also seems to have taken a hit. The forecasts are not that good. What should Juma do? To make a decision, he'll have to understand the prognosis of the pandemic. How long will it last? Will it ever stop? How does it affect the marketplace? What are the challenges? What are the competitive forces that are aligned against him? Okay, so are you a strategist? What will make you a successful strategist? What skills and mindsets do you need to hone? What value could you bring to your business? Remember, you're not a manager of strategy. Others can fill that role. You are a leader. Your goal is to build something that is not already there. So you must confront the following 4 basic questions. What does my organization bring to the world? Does that difference matter? Is something about it scarce and difficult to imitate? Are we doing today what we need to do in order to matter tomorrow? Those are the questions that are strategic. However, what we found is that most business practitioners are not used to facing questions of this kind, questions that are strategic. They are more comfortable confining ourselves to more tangible business issues. Is our market shrinking or growing? What are our competitors doing? To lead, you must be willing to make room for new challenges and be open to the unique ways you can add value to the business. But first, before we go on, we can never run away. These days, when you think about any webinar, you can never run away from starting your conversation